There we go. Hello, hello, and good afternoon, everybody. How we doing out there? Thank you for joining me. As always, it's nice to see you. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Critic here. Compound Concentrates and Coffee. We are here, we are up, we are on the air. It is your SunDaze edition. It's June 5th already. Hopefully you've been having a good day. You had a good start to your day, and things have been going along well. I've had a productive morning. So, what's happening? I know, my bill's lost. Let's hear it. Love you, kiddo. What's going on, David? How are you, Kenya? Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Nice to see you both. What is the good word? How are you today? There we go. BioTrek, that is our theme song here on CC&C, Compound Concentrates and Coffee. Comes to you from Austin Woodward and Shane Roberts. Hopefully everyone, as I said, has had a good start to their day, has had a productive time. I've been running around having to do some things, but in the end, it all worked out. It worked out well, so I'm happy. Here we go. This is Hazard Cast, another one from Austin, then we'll be getting into some other things. Hazard Cast, Austin Woodward. Once again, it's 12:54. How is it? How's your day? Hopefully good. What's going on? What's on the agenda? Anything good? Anything happening? Going anywhere? Doing anything? Just sitting home being a sloth? What's up? Inquiring minds want to know. Speaking want to know, I'm going to be giving you some news of the Whoa, they're already coming in. I have some local traffic, some weather, and other things. Right now, a little trot recording, a little blues, a little tow my car home. What is the good word, Dave? How you doing, David? Quite happy. A good portion of my running around this morning was picking up my satellite radio system for the Jaguar. Yeah. Continuing on, that was Trout Recording. Next up, a little bit of Global Genius. We have a lot of stuff in store. Nick Gallant, Jamie Stone, David Travers Smith. All right, here you go. A little Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, though. This is Brent Bourgeois. good for you.
That's what Mom was saying.
It is. It's really. Yes, it is. But there's stuff cranberry juice does that orange juice can.
That's also cheap. One gram.
Yo, unfortunately, Chris Cornell, again, that's commercial radio. Now, eventually, I'll have a license that will cover that style of music. Now, when I started doing this, I had 3 songs. So, what I've grown to in my license of what I have, which covers literally thousands of songs, we're getting there. We're getting there. Joshua fit the Battle of Jericho. That was Brad Bourgeois. Now, a little bit of rinse, repeat. Nico Fuzz and Barbasauce. What's up, zombie? It's that time already. It is. It is. We're a little bit later into the day, even. So, how you doing over there? Thanks for joining us in YouTube, as always. Much love. Hey, Joseph, thanks for joining us over there on Facebook. What's the good word? Anything Chris Cornell has done has really been good over the years, truly.
Scared of what I might say, scared of what I might find. Leave me in the road dust.
Things are going good, things are going good. Staying busy, you know the routine. It's 2020. I hit that year running, man. Brand new decade. Oh, yeah. Ryan Roberts, what's up, buddy? Hey, hey, hey.
Didn't want to cut grass, didn't want to cut vines. Looking for a better way to find a little something to energize. Yeah, guess we gotta do it all again. At least to get the rain check in the again. That's how we do it.
Once again, I got some more of that blue sherbet shatter. Oh, so good. It is. It's tasty. It is tasty. Yes, sir. Sherbet. Blue sherbet. It's fantastic. Again, you just heard Nico Fuzz and Barbasauce. The tune is Rinse Repeat. Right here on CC&C, Compound Concentrates and Coffee. 1:06 p.m. Are you packed? You rolled. You better be raring to go. 1:20 on the East Coast. Well, that's 4:20, don't you know? In the hour of higher learning, I'll tell you where you could fire up and smoke with some people around the world. I'll grab us another track and we'll continue on with our day. Let's do a little deep down. Jump on into the collection. Here we go. Some global genius. Continuing on with your blues block. Mandalorian, this here is Swamp Thing.
about your field? Have you told people about your field?
Oh yeah, I've showed it off. In the middle of doing the registration stuff for my... I already have an account, but it was a different radio. So I put in the radio ID and they're like, oh no, this isn't the right thing. This doesn't match our account associated. And I'm like, oh. The other one's not even activated, so I don't even know why it's in question.
I
love you too. Have a good one, guys. Alrighty. Swamp Thing. Next up, perfect for it, Sunday Morning Blues, Little Trout recording. I already have a subscription. I'm just trying to associate it. So I know what some of you got going on now. How about the rest of you? Anything good? A little fun, exciting, thrilling, stupendous, adventurous? Or is that your plan? Nothing at all. Nothing wrong with that. like that. There we go. Dealing with furry children. Sunday Morning Blues. Again, that came to you from the Artist Trout recording. Owned and operated by producer-engineer Bryce Goggin, it is filled with a broad palette of recording equipment, interesting instruments, and even creative musicians who have been coming in and out of its doors for over a decade. TroutRecording.com. Now, since I know some of you, this is your planned lazy afternoon. This is for you. All right, I can see there's numbers. Car system that came with the car kit. It says in the box it has a free trial. On its plus radio with VFX. Right on the box it says purchase this radio get a 3 month free subscription. So let's get this going. How are you, Kurt? Nice to see you over there, buddy. Again, that's Sour Skittles. That's awesome. Ooh. Blue Monkey. That sounds interesting. Again, Sour Skittles I like. Blue Monkey, you got me on that one. Blue Sherbet, that's the shatter I got. lazy afternoon. Little sunshine, sweet sunshine, because it is absolutely gorgeous out there today. Speaking of things out there today, I do want to see what's up on our roadways before we get into our next track. Look at our traffic cam, see if we have any incidents, closures, or delays that we need to worry about. Hopefully things are clear. I'm already seeing one thing. We only have a couple. All right, here we go. Hartford delays on I-91 between exits 27 and 29. Stratford delays Route 15 southbound, congestion between 54 and 52. Delays Route 15 northbound, congestion between 52 and 53. Then all the way in the corner of the state, Greenwich delays I-95 southbound, some congestion between, it's in the vicinity of exit 4 to the New York state line. So you're talking about 3 miles. Not too bad. There you go. Sunshine, sweet sunshine. They told me to talk to you. You are saying to talk to them. What the hell is this? radio that I now can't get service on. Yes, do your job and yes, do your job and get this done. Wow, Sirius is really trying to break my balls. That was Sunshine, Sweet Sunshine, trial recording. Little fake news. I reckon this is pay for a radio that I now can't get a service on. Yes. Do what you have to do. All right. Little R. Will has been requested. This tune is Hand in the Fire. Some hip hop. That's awesome. Seriously, Blue Monkey.
Drop the top on this magma volcano. The fuego I'm kicking, they calling it propane flow. Unmatched. See the raps like a pack of matches. Strike the paper with the pen, turns into ashes. Too hot for 'em when we go rock for 'em. Nothing other norm, hit 'em with the desert storm. Sweat dripping, that's reminder of living. No fake, pure fake, raw talent, heat spitting. If I'm only living one, then the sun's my vision. Now it's infinite energy, keeps the world still spinning. Watch out. Sunburn when you soak in it. But when I write, I ignite my whole life in it. Came from the clashes, battling with dragons, striving for higher. Got my hand in the fire and it's here to remain. Can't burn out. The infinity flame, it'll work out. Don't be quitting the game. Can't burn out. For eternity made. Got my hand in the fire and it's here to remain. Tell me why people be slaving for a company, chilling on a salary, chilling on formality. Tell me why people be trapped in complacency, chilling on flattery, chilling so casually. I burn with ambition for the goals I envision. Burned by the mission, but I'm burning competition. Wordplay searing with facts and non-fiction. Can't stand the heat to get out the kitchen. I'm serving them service, taste buds are thirsting. Temperature worsen, boiling point bursting. Rhymes well versed in flames, I keep surfing. This soul search, enjoy the excursion. Came from the clashes, battling with dragons, striving for higher. Push through the wire, ashes to ashes, fuel for the masses. Hand on desire, hand in the fire, hand in the fire, let it burn, let it burn. Hand on the mic, giving life in return, pray for me. Stressing got me looking for a blessing. Scarred by the trial, but I gotta keep pressing. Hand in the fire, let it burn, let it burn. Hand on the mic, giving life in return, pray for me. Stressing got me looking for a blessing. Scarred by the trial, but I gotta keep pressing. Hand in the fire, fear's nothing new to me. Hand in the fire, burning with poetry. Hand in the fire, fire setting me free. Hand in the fire, fire that was meant to be.
Do Now, reach out a hand. Some from the she, going from hip hop to rock. What's up, Paul? How are you, man? Nice to see you in Facebook land. Thanks for joining us. Please do whatever is necessary for me to hear the word. Congratulations, sir. You are all set. You can listen to satellite radio today.
Every day is another degree of separation.
70
Looking through a window for someone else to raise. We become the latest problem generation. How long will it take us to reach out and help? Why does it have to be so complicated?
Nice to see you,
We're
buddy.
gonna need each other if we're gonna make it. How long will it take us to reach out and help? What are we holding on to? Nobody seems to know. Divided in the
love that. Let's just set up a regular subscription. What is available? Through hoops. This is ridiculous. All right. Well, if you ever want to get Sirius satellite radio and you go and you buy a brand new one from the store, and on that box it says there's a free subscription, don't believe it. They just now wanted me to jump and call another service to hopefully get things activated. Sirius XM themselves, which is what I'm on dealing with right now, supposedly can't activate the free service offered with this, but can handle me paying for a subscription right now. They're telling me to go to Best Buy. Best Buy told me to talk to them. They're now saying, well, if you call this number, you should be able to get your free 3 months. I says, you know what? Fuck you. Set me up right now. I'm not jumping through hoops.
Why not?
That's why we have a special team only they don't have. The fuck?
I think I'm getting sick.
Excuse me?
Really, what makes you say that?
Huh?
I said, really,
Right.
what makes you say that?
My throat
Give
hurts
me
and I'm
the
getting a headache.
paid
Sorry.
subscription. Right. Give me the paid subscription. I already told you I'm not interested in jumping hoops to get a free one. Ridiculous. Paul says, hi, JC.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
So yeah, by the way, I was kind of wondering, are we doing a JC's Power Hour, or are you doing anything, or am I mean,
Looks like somebody's in the driveway. So.
Yeah, the food's here.
all right, let's see. Such a situation, this, 1 second, this song kind of fits just a moment. Such a situation, Global Genius, there you go. Not going to leave you in silence. Yeah.
It's up to you. Do you want me to do one? I mean, the thing is off.
Forget it. You just answered my question.
What time do you want me to do?
Oh my God! Don't put me on. Don't put me on the spot.
I was upstairs. I literally don't.
Are we seriously? Sorry about that, everybody. I guess, like I said, there won't be a JC's Power Hour today. You, inside. I have been working with you on that. I don't like that you're going against it. No. No. You know better. You're supposed to stay right there. You're a big dog, buddy. You're truly not the size of your head. Stay.
He thinks he is.
I know he does. I know he does. I get it, buddy. I do. I'm not mad at you. You take up a lot of real estate in a little area. I'm still Blue Monkey. That sounds interesting. Blueberry crossed with GG1. No, seriously, dude, I'm still dealing with them right now. I'm doing the whole, literally setting up like I would have normally do. I have to basically make a new account. And it makes no sense because they even said my old radio's not activated. It's not like they've tried to use the satellite radio. So I'm like, okay, so this is brand new. So why can't you just do this? And they're like, well, for the free thing, it has to be done through the location where it's purchased because it's a special thing that's done with Best Buy. That's why they're able to give away a free 3-month subscription. And I'm like, oh, all right, that does make sense. But why don't people say that? Literally, Best Buy told me, oh, you just go on to Sirius site, you set it up, you activate the radio, and it comes with this automatically.
If you get to a point, tell me.
Yeah, once this is taken care of, then yes. Okay, everybody. She is going to jump out. She's going to hang out with you. She's going to give you a little JC love. I mean, there's stuff to talk about, as we all know. I even started the show out with, come on, give it to me. I know my boys lost. Now, such a situation, global genius. Future's past, the little Brian Wythco.
What drink did you order?
Orange juice. I was like, don't. Not my orange juice. OJ. Oh, I just needed some, man. I was craving it. All right, there we go. That was Futures Past. Again, the artist is Brian Wifecombe. He's one of the newer ones here on our show. It's briansmusic.net. Real simple, nice and easy. Once again, some of these artists we've had with URLs, it scrolled 3 lines. George and I looked at each other and we were just like, we're not even going to say that. Yeah, the URL was outrageous. All right. Little sticky icky, kind of like some of the bud I'm smoking. Otis McDonald. That food smells so good. Little breakfast time. How are you, Michael? Nice to see you, my friend. What are you blazing up on? What are you enjoying today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Again, just dealing with satellite radio over here, getting Sirius going. With mine was I had toast, I had bacon, I had sausage. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like a big old. Yeah. What a hassle. If it was an in-gas system, I would have had a lot easier time. But because this is something that can be taken in and out, put into a boom box, put into other things, it's considered a portable.
Yeah, because at that point it's like plugging in the MP3 player. You all set? That's everything?
I believe so. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm going to grab us another track here. Here is Trout Recording. This is Falling for Perfection. Continuing on with your jazz. And yeah, I
I
think.
like how they pack the toast. It's separate.
Yep.
It's away from
Absolutely.
things, so
Well, that way it
it's
doesn't get all soggy.
Yeah.
My orange juice, all my stuff is here. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it up. Let's see. So far, seems to be going across okay. Audio and video, things look good for everybody, sounds good for everybody. As I ask, and we get a little skip in the the music. You gotta love Murphy's Law. But overall, everything's coming across for everybody all right? Wow, awesome. Thank you. Fantastic. All right, everybody, I will be right back. Right here. So, Falling for Perfection. Oh, nicey nice little trout recording. There we go. Butter My Bread. I may have problem with it. Alright, cool. I'll take it. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that this was considered a portable. Yep. Bacon tastes great. But yeah, a portable. Well, that's the thing. You go on their website, they actually have a boombox setup that you get that this slides right into.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yep. It's a. Butter my bread, a little Trout recording. Live at the Blue Note. This is one of the tunes I like from Brent Bourgeois. You are here on CC&C with me, the Connecticut Medical Marijuana Critic. We've been going for over an hour. Pretty soon, little woman's going to come out. She's going to hang out with us. She's going to do her power hour. Bacon is its own food group. Live at the Blue Notes. Up All Night, First Down. Lay Back, all good tunes. Little Sweet Potato Pie. I'm so hungry. It tastes so good.
Do you want any?
No, I'm good.
Smells good.
Yes, I'm good. Actually, you know what? Just put them into the drawer in there. You never know. Honestly, one of these times when we're making toast or something and we're all like, man, we're all out. Ah. Sweet potato pie. Little accordion nation, Jamie Stone. It is 2:12. Make sure you are packed, you are rolled, you're raring to go. 2:20 before you know is going to be here. Next up, where we won't go. Jumping on down. That was Where We Won't Go. Now I have Galilo Cercato. Galilo giving you I Got It Bad. That was so good. Oh. I needed breakfast. Excuse me. You know the routine. That's perfect timing. I got to go brush my teeth after I eat. I just feel like a grub if I don't. So, going to cue up some music. Monkey's going to jump in his chair. He's going to hang out with you. He's going to do his thing. I will be back. I got to run to the other side of the building to take care of what I got to take care of. Although, actually, what I can do is see if, let me see if JC's ready. She may want to jump on in with you. Yeah, I was trying to give you time to eat. I mean, I didn't want to rush you. All right, there you go. She is going to come out. She's going to hang out with you, do her thing. You know the routine on Sundays, JC's Power Hour. I mean, playoffs. Unfortunately, playoffs, absence. Right here. I hear it. There we go. I'll play this one track. Give you so you're not sitting there in dead air. Little Zeno of Cyprus.
Sound like royalty coming out here.
Of course, anyone on Compound Concentrates and Coffee for
Theme music and shit. Greetings and salutations, my friends. It is I, JC, for JC's Power Hour. It is playoff weekend. It is SunDaze. It is start thinking about other sports besides football, as horrible as that sound is. My goodness, but is there not a lot to talk about? Hope y'all are doing well. We have some talking we can do, some debating we can do. All that sort of chit-chat. Blah, 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 blah. All that chit-chat is gonna get you hurt. Sorry, had a suicide squad rolling for a little bit. I'm back. As we are talking right now, the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints are coming up on halftime. It's an amazingly low-score game for these two teams, which just goes to show you how defensive it's been of late. And there have been a couple of whatchamacallit, couple turnovers, couple heartbreaking ones. But still a whole half to play. But bam! And wasn't that a nice little tune? I got it bad, as it were. Like I said, that's a nice song to walk out to. It's like a theme song. It's like I'm a WWE wrestler. So again, hope everyone is doing well out there. You are stuck with me for another 55 minutes of the JC's Power Hour. Can you stand it? Probably not, but here I am anyway. So, let's get into yesterday's results. Yesterday, the Buffalo Bills Houston Texans game. Our youngest daughter looked at me at one point and said, "How the hell are you so calm?" And I said very simply, it's a yin and yang thing. When Daddy freaks out because the game is going good or bad, I stay calm. When I freak out, he stays calm. It's funny that way. But I'm going to have to say, not being a complete rules expert, I don't have the rules in front of me. I don't know why they called it the way they did. But I'm just going to say, in my understanding of the game of football, Bill should have had that touchdown. And I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, even the ref acted a certain way. I think more they wanted it not to be such a controversial score in a playoff game. But it's still controversial because it should have gone the other way. I don't know. At that point, they thought that, the Bills were in control anyway. But I think that was actually one of the sparks that changed the momentum. I think it got the Texans really pumped up, and I think it got the Bills really unfocused. Because, honestly, if I was on the Bills, I would probably be a little unfocused after that, too. And one of the hardest things for a coach is to get your team that, just went kadooga-daga and, turn them around and be like, okay, seriously, you got to focus right now. You got to do exactly what you were doing. But it was a good game. It was not only down to the wire, it was into overtime, and very few playoff games go into overtime. So seriously, both teams wanted it. It wasn't by a lot that they scored. Well, bust my buttons, I do believe that the Vikings just scored. Vikings, Minnesota, yeah. Vikings and Saints game is going back and forth. Right now, the Vikings look like they came back on top. Good for them, little buckaroos. It's funny when I'm on this side of it and I have, no real skin in the game. Because right now, I'm content. I don't give a damn who wins. Because, as we're about to talk about, guess what? The Patriots lost. At home. 2 weeks in a row. That's more a sign of the apocalypse than anything I've seen of late. In what a lot of people are on the debating field, is that going to be Tom Brady's last game? Is that, is he done? Well, if you look at the sourpuss on his face, possibly. He's a free agent. contract's up. I don't see him needing a huge financial to come back. I think it's going to be completely if he wants to. Let's also be honest here. It's also going to be, do they want to bring him back or do they want to go with somebody new? But if they go with someone new, unless they get a pickup like the Ravens did, we're not going to hear a lot from the Patriots for a while. I'm sorry, that tickled me in my happy place. I really think, personally, I can't call it. It's gonna be how much does Brady want? I don't know. Is it the spotlight he wants? He doesn't have the team around him anymore. He's lost a lot to retirement and to injury, so he doesn't have the weapons that he's had over the past years. I mean, he doesn't have a lot more to prove. He's done it all. He's cheated it all. He's gotten a lot of titles, a lot of records that will eventually be broken. Every record gets broken, be it 5 years, 20 years, whatever. Yes, he will always be in the record books, but he's also going to be in the record books with a little asterisk by certain things. I'm not letting that go. And I will tell my great-grandchildren about how he is not the GOAT because he cheated. That was my old lady voice. Keep listening, because I'll have it in 50 years. Don't you worry about that. I mean, this doesn't shock me either, but you know, in the post game, in the interviews with Belichick, he's like, quote unquote, you know, not prepared to discuss Brady's future. Some people that, you know, are trying to fill column inches are like, you know, oh, this could mean this and this can mean that. No, it means that that's Belichick being Belichick. Unless he has a complete prepared statement, he doesn't really throw a lot of crap out there. When he does not want to talk, he doesn't talk. When he's not sure about an answer, he doesn't like throwing out half-truths or ideas or whatnot. So I don't think we're going to know. It would surprise me if we would really know anything about Brady's future for honestly a few months. I mean, I think, personally. I think it's going to take a few months of him sitting down with the front office, of them deciding what they're going to do, of them looking at and crunching the numbers. Do we want to sit down and pay you? Do you want to go into somebody new? Yes.
Yeah, and most teams are going to look at him and be like, well, he already basically blew his wad, his best parts of his years with the Patriots.
Well, yeah, again, he's a free agent, so if the Patriots don't want him, he could, and I can't see him going anywhere else. That's just a whole other issue. I mean, now we're just going to have to bring in, like, the way his arrogance and his attitude has been, then we're just going to have to bring in, other teams really want to protect him?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Neil O'Donnell, when he left the Steelers, he was full of himself. Oh, the only reason that we did anything was because of me, because I'm the greatest in the world. And he went to another damn team, and he got flattened.
Yep, kind of like the ref last night.
That was funny. I'm sure that was a complete accident.
It's like hell. That was a fucking touchdown.
I was trying to be nice. You're not salty, are you?
That was a touchdown. The ref stood there, clearly. He knew his own fucking rules. He knew his regulations, and he went, whoa, live ball. Miraculously, my score went to 19.
That's where it landed.
Had it stayed, the dynamic of that game would have never changed.
I said that. I said that was the turning point of the game. It gave the Texans the spark that they needed, and it unfocused you guys.
The fucking refs were on their side.
And it unfocused you guys.
It just showed them that the refs were on their side. So of course it gave them that little push.
Of course it did. I'm not denying that. I said that.
And of course I got a quarterback who showed his rookie side and kept running backwards.
You know,
stay in the fucking pocket, take the goddamn hit.
I don't want it. That's gonna hurt.
You're a football player.
That's gonna hurt. That's
You know
a big
what?
guy. I don't
my
want him.
coach in fucking drills this entire week has him standing there while the other guys are fucking nailing him. You move any more than 3 yards to the left or the right, I want all 4 of you to take him down.
Not everybody's built that way.
He was doing it. He was doing it during the regular season. It was one of the things I was giving him props about. All of a sudden, last night, the jitters. It literally was. It was the jitters.
That is something that I said. Actually, I didn't say it to you. I think I said it to the guys at work when we were talking about the game. I said one of the things that is going to show in a lot of these rookies is how are they handling the bigger stage. And especially whoever gets to the Super Bowl, it could feasibly be the Ravens who get there, and this is going to be a rookie who is not only taking his team through everything, but gets to the Super Bowl. Now, play as good as he has, it is going to be such a test. Can he stay focused, and can he treat it like any other game during the playoffs and during the Super Bowl? Because that hits veterans.
That's what I was just going to say. You're talking, people of, major caliber, we're talking.
They all get the jitters for Super Bowl because that's what it is.
Fuck, Joe Montana, Mr. Man himself.
Yeah.
Going back in the day.
Of course you get nervous. It's how you control it, though. It's how
you don't run fucking 30 yards straight back.
Rookie mistake.
Multiple times in a row.
Cut your guy a little slack.
Nope. And then I had an entire line who collapsed and was letting these people through.
I think they were tired.
I don't give a shit. You're a football player.
I understand.
Tired is after the fucking game.
I understand your rage, and I understand what's going on, but I've said it.
Football player. I mean, it's.
I've said it how many times? Football is a 60-minute sport, and you guys collapsed after the half. And it was just.
Collapsed, about. I'd say 40 something minutes into it.
And it's disappointing because you guys haven't done that this year.
Nope.
You guys were playing a lot stronger this year.
They collectively gave up last night, and the worst possible time, worst possible game. You're tired. You all together said, "Okay, we've had enough." You had the lead. You had them totally fucking spaced.
Yes.
You had them rocked a couple of times.
Yes.
Off season's going to be horrible for them. Horrible. I know my coach.
Why don't you apply for assistant coach status? You could run a few drills for him. You have no mercy.
I loved the sport until I had my ribs broken.
Yes, well. As I said, that game is going to be talked about for a little bit.
Yeah.
Nobody's salty about it, though.
I give them a lot of credit, and I still stick to everything I've said throughout the season and what they've been doing. They've done amazing work. They just picked absolute worst fucking time to loosen that cohesive unit and become just a bunch of good football players.
Playoffs.
Kelly back in the day would have never let any of that rest until it was done.
Kelly was a general.
This is my point. You're on a team that was you're representing this man's legacy.
You're putting.
You're talking the same team that had Reed. You're talking the same team who had Thomas. I mean, nah.
These young kids today don't always think of that.
Bullshit.
Some do, some don't. And they certainly don't think about it during the game when they're panicking.
It's what you should be thinking about it the most. It's what you should be channeling what you're there for.
Ackham. At the moment, it is halftime. Minnesota did score that touchdown, and they went in 13-10. But as we saw yesterday, lots of stuff happens in the second half. So we'll see what happens in the second half of this game. Then tonight, later this afternoon, I can't really say tonight, we have Seattle going against the Philadelphia Eagles, who are somehow home. I mean, if the Eagles pull this one out of their feathery little butt, I will be shocked, because I don't see them beating Seattle, but stranger things have happened. Absolute stranger things have happened, so we shall see. But anywho, so staying in focus with football. Here are some interesting tidbits. As we know, happens an awful lot. A lot of teams do not wait long after the last game is played, and some teams did not. We have coaches that have been fired. One of the ones, I mean, I said it, towards the beginning of the year, or beginning of the season. Pretty sure I wrote one of my articles about it. That I knew if the Browns didn't produce, they were going to fire Kitchens. Darned if they didn't. But you have to ask, is that smart? Is that... I mean, sure, he didn't do crap. I mean, but again, some people hold on to coaches too little and not give them enough time. And some held on too long. I think the Cowboys probably held on to Jason Garrett a little too long. Well, hi there, Sticky Buds. How are you today? In case you are not aware, you are smack dab in the middle of JC's Power Hour, where I talk sports and really anything that you wish to talk about, except for politics and religion. But I do a good sports show once a week. If you are looking for Brian, do not panic. He shall return. He has not left you. Excuse me. Right now I've been talking about the NFL because, you know, playoffs are going on. People are being fired. Some of the general managers have been fired also. And, you know, you're just gonna... I mean, another firing, Pat Shermer for the Giants. Two years. Gave him 2 years. I am not saying it is impossible for a head coach to come in and turn a team around. We've seen it done. But those coaches are like the rare coaches. Unfortunately, those are not the norm. You're not going to find a coach that could come into a team that's 0-16 or, you know, even 3-13 or 5-11, 5-11 and come in and turn this into a playoff team in a year or two. You are combining the personality and the skills of a man who is coming in and not only has to come in and lead these guys to victory, but there's more than that. You have to come in. You have to get to know these people. You have to get to know their patterns. You have to get to know their strengths, their weaknesses, how they react when they're practicing, what their strengths and weaknesses are in practicing, how good they are as far as their focus and showing up, what their personal life does into their work life. This is like any manager of any company, and basically a head coach is the manager of this company. And you have to give him some time to do it. And the frustrating thing about football is it's intense and it's 16 weeks, but it's only 16 games. And it doesn't take a huge mistake to lose a game. And you are, especially in the Giants' case, you are not giving the Giants' offense any wherewithal to win a game. Just nothing whatsoever. Oh, it's Eli Manning's fault. It's Eli Manning's fault. Okay, fine. It's Eli Manning's fault. Brought in this great young new quarterback. Kid's got skills. Kid starts having the exact same problem Eli is having. Why? Because there's no protection. You do not have a strong offensive line. You are not giving the new kid or the old man enough time to say, stand in the pocket for 5 or 6 seconds. That doesn't sound like a lot of time, but when you only have time to step back 2 or 3 steps and have to throw it, number one, most of your guys aren't getting far enough down the field to do anything to move the ball. Number two, it is so easy for us to look at the TV and be like, oh, he was open, he was open, he was open. We're seeing it from a totally different angle. These guys are seeing it from the angle on the field with, a couple of dozen humongous 300-pound guys shuffling around them, and you have to keep stepping back, and you have to make sure that you don't get hit while you're in the process of looking for the one guy that might actually be open enough that you could throw the ball in the right spot so that they could catch it. This is not the easiest job in the world. Some quarterbacks make it look pretty easy, but you know what? It's not easy. Not at all. And you got to give these guys some time. Some of the best quarterbacks, mine included, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, go back, to the greats, the Jim Kellys, the Joe Montanas, go back wherever you want. These guys, in their heyday, in their strongest playing, had a strong line defending them. You have to have a strong line defending you, or you're not going to have the best players, not the best arm is not going to be able to throw it if he's on the ground. Plain and simple. So, I'm really curious as to who the Giants are going to bring in. I mean, I was actually surprised when they got rid of their last coach. Because, I don't know, he didn't do much. I mean, he only won you a couple of Super Bowls. I mean, the hell else you want from him? I still say that one was, something that we didn't see. That was behind the scenes. That was him not getting along with somebody in the front office or vice versa. That was a personality conflict. That wasn't his coaching. I'm just going with my instincts on that one, but I can't see that one being his coaching. I really can't. The Panthers also fired Ron Rivera, who has had an up and down record. Did get to the Super Bowl once, did not win. Him being there that long makes a little more sense. Kind of like with Jason Garrett. Okay, obviously you're not melding with the team after this much time. That makes a little more sense. And honestly, these guys, Garrett, Rivera, they could go on to another team and all of a sudden do wonderfully. It really has so much to do with coaching style, with personalities. How the coach melds with the offensive coordinator. All these different things come to mind. And if you have a coach and offensive coordinator who are not, they don't have to be exactly thinking the same way, but, have like some type of meld. We could see him come back somewhere else and all of a sudden be strong. I mean, God knows there are openings. But unsurprisingly, Jay Gruden was fired by the Redskins, and now that I think of it, was replaced already by Ron Rivera. That one wasn't surprising because that one they had they had quite a few. I saw that laugh out there, Paul. They had quite a few. I'm not going to say public, but public hearing about static between him and the front office and um, debates slash arguments of which way to take the team and whatnot. So that one wasn't surprising, and the Redskins haven't been productive for quite a while, so anything over there will help. I mean, we think. Some of the general managers who have also lost their jobs. The aforementioned Browns also got rid of John Dorsey. And again, not surprising, Washington got rid of Bruce Allen. So, both of those teams are basically, I know the Browns, certainly the Browns last year. I'm trying to think if anybody had a worse record. Dolphins had, no, the Bengals had a worse record than anybody this year. The Dolphins weren't doing well. They actually picked themselves up a little bit towards the end. You know, so both of them are basically offensively going to be starting from scratch. New general manager, new coach, and whatever trades and drafts they get in the off season. So for whoever comes in to be not completely safe, but to be taken seriously, you'd like to think that somebody could come in and at least get the team to play 500 ball. Not so much playoffs. Even 7-9 for the first year might be acceptable because you're completely rebuilding. But I just cringe when I see all these changes because some of these guys are going to be gone in another year or two. And but we shall see, shall we not? Also, a lot of things have been going on this week. I mean, it's easy to talk about only football, and God knows I do. But there's also been a lot of shifts, a lot of moves in baseball. A lot of trades, a lot of getting things ready. Though I'm gonna have to say, Some of the bigger contracts just, again, make me nervous that these guys are just not going to play up to what they're expected of. But again, you never know. It could happen. You could pay somebody $1 bazillion and they might actually come in and do something. Mm-hmm. From the other room, I just heard a sack, so football is still going on. So how is everybody doing besides on this football wild card weekend? I have a bad feeling I'm fighting something, which is why I may seem loopier than normal. I mean, God knows I'm loopy. Oh, go play with your bulldog. Really? Uh, it is in January, so I suppose, colds and snuffles and whatnot are going around. Yes, it is. Ain't he just special? Ugh. He knows he's special because his mama told him so. But so far, it's been a relatively mild fall and winter, at least in this area. I anticipate that changing though, because one day it's cold and one day it's warm. And Mother Nature just really doesn't seem to know what to do with herself. That's what I haven't spoken about. This week, all my weeks are running together lately. Sorry, coming off of that Christmas rush thing. This week, myself and the youngins went to see WWE Raw because it was in our state. Yay! And it was another one of those WWE weddings, which we all know goes so well for everybody. This one was supposedly Lana and Bobby Lashley. Let's just say it didn't go well. Let's just say it ended with cake everywhere and much laughter. But it was definitely fun. It's always fun to go to an event. If none of you have actually gone to see a live event, I highly uh, recommend it. It's very it's very different being there. It's awfully different being there. It's a lot of fun. Of course, some people are there only only for, the hope of getting caught on camera. And where I'm not going to say there's not a funness to that, to see yourself on camera. That's not the uh zenith of the experience. It's fun to be there. Now that they've brought the pyros back because, they have to make sure that they stay higher competition with other factions. It's very fun to be on the floor listening to the pyros come out as one of your favorite people, enter the ring. It's getting to be an interesting combination of the newer guys coming in and the older, more experienced people. I say older like they're old, but you know what I mean. And the next WWE, their next pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble, which is always a personal favorite and one of the bigger shows of the year. That one's very entertaining because there's invariably you get a few surprise guests into the Rumble. A few people showing up for at least that one appearance, or a lot of times if people are out on injury, they'll use the Rumble to do their comeback. Entering the ring at a designated time and just beating the holy heck out of people who didn't expect them. It's always entertaining. That's actually one of my goals. One of the shows I'd actually like to be at live, believe it or not, almost more than WrestleMania, I'd like to be at a Royal Rumble because those are just fun. Although, I do have to say, how do concession stands get away with charging what they charge for anywhere? I mean, at the football games, at the arenas. I mean, have you really looked at the prices of some of this crap? I mean, holy moly. It's like buying a pack of cigarettes at the casino. It's like you're paying twice as much. And it doesn't, and they do it because it doesn't deter people from buying it, because people are buying it. Ever see the lines? The lines are insane. But I digress. I digress, and I wander away. And I wander back. Whoa, quiet. I don't know, my friends. I just don't know. Also, be that it's January. Another. What is it now? Well, spring training, believe it or not, on the grand scheme of things, is not that far away. Yeah, spring training is really less than 2 months away. February 21st, 22nd is when games start playing. So, for those of you who don't like winter, these are things we can look forward to. For those who aren't big on baseball but who like golf, there's always golf. Today there's actually a match being played actually today and tomorrow because it's on, like, not quite the other side of the world, but like several time zones away. Playing out in Hawaii. Hawaii. That's a hard job, let me tell you. You get to play a sport that you love and get to go to places like Hawaii, all these different places to play on some of the most gorgeous courses in the world. That's a hard job, let me tell you. But yeah, people do it. Judging by what the clock is saying, the big guy should be back shortly for all your musical and chit chat needs. I think I've thrown a few of you off by doing JC's Power Hour this late. But you know how it is, life goes on and whatnot. You can never have too many whatnots. You have to wander around and get things done. And it makes the schedules all funky dory. But I know that he mentions things like this, but I do have to say, since this is, a cannabis type of community, I am quite impressed on how other states are and how certain things are just flowing so smoothly, and how dumb certain states are because they just can't take the hint. Notice I didn't specify anybody. I honestly think that the US should be just like Canada and just legalize it across the board and be done with it. But that's just me. I don't know, peoples. I just don't know. So, like I've also said to y'all, most of you who see me here know where my page is. I have multiple pages, actually. If there are subjects you would like me to cover, by all means, let me know. We shall talk about them. I have no problem with saying, hey, so-and-so wants to talk about this, or so-and-so wants to talk about that. I got no problems with that. Do I not talk about a certain sport enough? Do I not talk about a certain thing enough? Do not know. I thought I saw Brian for a minute and then he disappeared.
Magic.
Woo! In an illusion. Is he sleeping?
Has his times.
Want me to just let Bruce back out?
Yeah, you might as well. What's up, everybody? I am back. What's going on? How's things? Nice to see you, Sticky Buds, by the way. Always good to have you over here, Paul. Hope all is well over there in Facebook land, Michael, and everybody else.
Two of the Saints players were just fighting amongst themselves on the sideline.
Stay classy, guys. Charlie Peacock, Jody Nardone, Honeybee. After this, I'll be getting into some heavier stuff. I have some requests. I will get this queued up and get it on out for you.
I'll check your heartbeat.
What's up, my
Under
boy?
the covers, you'll test me too as you would any lover. You say go easy, take it slow. You pick the tempo, baby. You run the show. I will be
Excuse me.
whatever you need. If you are a flower in bloom, then I'm your honeybee. If only for a checkup, we meet quite frequent. If a fever overtakes you, it'll be our little secret. I say let's risk it, take a chance. We'll live this one forevermore.
Come on.
Down on my knee with a blue box from Tiffany's. For you, my love, I'll give anything and everything. If you are my flower and bloom, then I'm your honeybee.
Go easy. Go easy. Daddy's got you, buddy. Daddy's got you. Aw, there Yes, I do. I feel like today. I need to. Does it feel? Yeah. Is it okay?
If only for a checkup.
If you're toy, I'll throw.
Meet quite frequent. If a fever overtakes you, it'll be our little secret. I say let's risk it, take a chance. We'll live this one forevermore. Down on my knees.
I don't know if you can hear him sneezing. I just tossed threw the toy that way. He jumped up in time for the toy to wrap him right in the nose.
If you are my flower and bloom, then I'm your honeybee.
You are right there, buddy. This is Tiddlywinks. The last in this block, I've got Echopraxia and a few others up in store. I saw your message for this song, so I didn't want to be mean and leave it out. right, there we go as we continue on. It's 39 degrees on the grounds of the compound right now here in Orange, Connecticut. 47% humidity. Winds have buzzed the station at 15 miles an hour. Now, tomorrow, it's a good possibility we're going to see some snow. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sunny. However, the temperatures never leaving the 30s. Friday into Saturday, long-range forecast. We're going to see some rain. So, dress accordingly. Now, I did mention echopraxia, so let us jump into a few things. You wanted candy corn castle? Absolutely. Now, you wanted Little Cyanide Circus, the original tunes that you were turned on to by them. I agree, those are great tracks. Here you go. I got Algorithm and a few others coming up in your rock block. This is Algorithm. you go. Algorithm comes to you from Global Genius. Next up from Global, this is a tune called Dastardly Decisions, right here on CCNC. Another one. This is Race the Rats. the Rat. Now, little Swamp Nectar, little Lyle Workman coming at you. All right, Facebookers, you are coming up on, well, everybody, we're coming up on the top of the 3-hour mark. We have just 9 minutes left. 3 hours like that. That was Lyle Workman. Now, I have Breathing in Deep Water coming to you from The Sheen. What's going on, Sticky Buds? What is a good word? I hope all's well in your neck of the woods today. All right, here you go. You asked for a little chop it up, a little Lost Van Hagar. Not a problem. What's everybody got going on? What are you going to be doing after the show? is this, my dear? Oh, there you go. A little chop it up. Again, if you've never heard that tune before, now you understand why we call it the Lost Van Hagar track. Yeah. Let's jump on down. Let's jump on over here.
Dig!
Stand up, says Lance Tabor.
Stand up! Everybody's alright. Stand up! Everything is alright. Hang tough! Because you know it's true. Stand up! Just do it for you. Yeah. Dig. Stand up for the right to be you. Stand up for the right to be me too. Hang tough. We gotta push it on through. Stand up because you're taking the groove. Yeah. Look out. I'm standing up. Standing up. Check this out. That's alright. Stand up.
Linda, how are you, my friend?
Everybody's alright. Stand up. 'Cause it's feeling alright. Yeah. Hang tough. Because you know it's true. Stand up. You gotta do it for you. Yeah. Take it out.
All right. Closer and closer we edge to 4. 4 is when the show is done. I will be back tomorrow, of course, as you know. And it's Monday, so of course I'm on in the morning. Then the afternoon, Dark Star should be by. He should be coming through, and both of us will be hanging out with you. All right, jumping on down here. Where is it? You asked for this. There we go. Asteroid Fire. Lyle Workman. right, everybody, I'm looking at our time. It is 3:58. So, BioTrek it is. When this song is over, so are we, but I'll be back tomorrow. You be good. You stay safe out there. right, everybody, straight up the top of the hour. It is 4 p.m. Make sure you packed your rolls, you're ready to go. Do not miss 420, because it'll be here before you know. You be good, you stay safe. Do what you gotta do, of course. Come on back through tomorrow. Later, all. Peace. Much love and respect. Connecticut Medical Marijuana Credit Compound concentrates and coffee from the compound in Orange, Connecticut. For this SunDaze, January 5th, 2020, we are done. Be good. I'll see you in the morning, everybody.